Warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Nobatrisha Dalila binti Muhammad Zainuddin, ACT3101, and today I'm going to show you how I solve the individual assignment question. I'm going to do the statement of cash flow using the indirect method. So based on the additional information for the first one, equipment costing 42,750 with accumulated depreciation of 22,200 is sold for cash. So the journal entry will be debit cash, debit accumulated depreciation of equipment, and credit equipment. But based on the statement of profit or loss, we got loss on sale of equipment. So we also need to debit the amount of the loss. So to get the amount of cash that we receive is we deduct all of the value of the loss on sale and the accumulated depreciation. So the value of cash is 13,950. This value we put on the cash flow from investing activities under the profit of sale from equipment. The next question is equipment purchases are for cash. To get the value of these, we need to the beginning of equipment minus with the cash that we got earlier from the sale. The cost from the sale, and we minus the ending balance of it. So we got negative 21,000. This value we will put under the purchase of equipment. Since it is a purchase, flow will be outflow. Next one, accumulated depreciation is affected by depreciation expense and the sale of equipment. We already debit the accumulated depreciation from the sale of equipment, so we need to credit the accumulated depreciation for the depreciation expense, which is we got from the statement of profit or loss. Depreciation expense is under the adjustment of non-cash item. Depreciation expense is 51,000. So we just put in the value. Loss on sale of equipment, we just take it from the profit or loss statement. The loss on sale of equipment and the loss on repayment of bonds we pass because it is a loss. Retained earnings is affected by declaration of dividend and net profit. So to get the declaration of dividend, we need to open the retained earning account. So the beginning balance is on the credit side and the profit of the year is also on the credit side. So we just sum up the balance. To get the dividend expense for the year, we just minus the value of the we sum up earlier with the ending balance. So we got the dividend expense is 28,500. So on the statement of financial position, we got the dividend payable, which is 9,000 for the beginning balance and 0 for the ending balance. So we open the dividend payable account. So the beginning balance is on the credit side, and the dividend expense we just got earlier, which is 28,500. So in order to get dividend paid, we just sum up these two and we minus the ending balance, and which is 0. So we got the same value. The dividend paid we put under the financing activities, which is cash paid from dividend. Since it is cash paid, so we need to deduct. Next one is income tax payable. We need to know how much tax that we paid for the year. So we need to open the income tax payable account. The beginning balance is on the credit side, and we plus the income tax expense. Here we got from the statement of profit or loss, income tax expense. So we just sum up these two. We minus the ending balance to get the income tax paid. Got the income tax paid is 26,100. So the value will be here. Taxes paid. We got the bond payable. So the bond payable, we need to know how much bond that we paid for the year. So bond payable, the normal balance, the credit side, and we also need to plus with the loss on retirement of bonds. So we just sum up these two. And the ending balance for the bond payable is 0. So the bond paid is 76650. We put on under financing activities, cash paid for bond. So the issuance of share, in order to get the issuance of share, the beginning balance share capital minus the ending balance. But here we got 0, so we have no issuance of share for the year. For the changes in working capital for account receivable, so beginning balance minus the ending balance. We continue to do on the rest of the question. So in order to know whether it is a decrease or increase, we compare the ending and the beginning. For the account receivable, we notice that the ending is less than the beginning, so we got the decrease in account receivable, so it is an inflow. For the inventory, we got the ending is higher than the beginning, so it decreased. Since it is a decrease, it is outflow. Same with the prepaid expense, this an increase, so outflow. For the account payable, the ending is lower than the beginning, so we got the decrease in liability result with decrease in cash flow, so it is an outflow. After we finish the working capital changes, continue with for the net cash from operating activities, cash generated from operations 185550 minus the tax paid. So the net cash from investing activities, we just plus proceed from sale and purchase of equipment. Cash flow from financing activities, we also plus all of this. If we need to know whether it is a decrease or increase in cash flow, which is the net cash from operating activities plus the net cash from investing activities plus the net cash from financing activities. Net increase in cash flow, we sum up with the cash balance, but the ending balance for the cash at 31st December of 2022